Okay, loading back in. Ooh, I think I turned the audio up yesterday. Should turn that down again. Hey, Deseroth. Welcome. Good morning. Hey, Sock. Yeah, morning for me. I don't know what it is for you, but... Right, we're on a timer. So, first things to do. I had enough to make a tube. I was going to deconstruct my solar panel. I have a spare power cell. I need that. I don't need all of these medkits, I don't think. I want to make sure I can pick up some extra stuff if I need it. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. We'll find out. We're bound to, because we don't actually know what things need. Evening there, nice. Let's swap the Seamoth power cell now, while I'm thinking of it, so we're fully charged. Keep this one back in here. What batteries do I have? They're both hundreds. This is fully charged, good. We deconstruct one of these solar panels. Explain some of the mods. If you go !mods, there's some of them. I did link and pin one of the CustomCraft ones in the casual playthroughs channel in the Subnautica speedrunning Discord, and it's the link to the Nexus mods page for the CustomCraft recipe list, and then it's got links within that to all of its prerequisites, and on Nexus mods you can find all of the others, like for the Sea Glide Light and the hatch and stuff. Basically you have to install a thing called QMods first, and then that provides a directory that you just put all of the other stuff into, and away you go. It's, yeah, relatively intuitive. CustomCraft is what allows you to make all of the resources more expensive, yeah. So by default, the CustomCraft mod itself only basically provides a directory with like a working files directory and a bunch of templates so you can edit things yourself. The one that I linked in the Discord is a separate recipe list. It's not technically a mod, it's a recipe list that ramps up the difficulty. And then you can tweak it yourself as well, like I have. I've messed around with it a little bit additional to what was in it by default, because I felt some bits were not hard enough. And unfortunately I repaired the radio, or rather built myself a new radio to get the life pod things, and lost track of time and triggered the Sunbeam thing. And one thing I'm kind of curious about is whether or not the Sunbeam actually gets saved in new patch, whether they fixed the glitch or fixed the weirdness. Because previously, when I've done hundo and stuff on old patch, if you disarm the gun, the Sunbeam still gets shot down with a disarmed gun, and it looks quite hilarious. So we're either going to get that, or we'll just see the message of them not being able to approach because of orbital debris or whatever, which is what they're meant to say. Like to play with harder mods? Yeah, it adds a bit more of a... Well, once you know the game really well, then obviously it becomes hard to appreciate the game quite as much. I might just leave the tablet up there for now. I'm not sure if I need it yet, because I can use the one in the gun for the gun. Just come down through here. Hey, Erotus. We're winning. Yeah, absolutely. We're winning. Or we just need to just wait around for it, right? We don't even need to do anything. Surely. And we'll be saved, and we'll be rescued or something. Oh, actually, I want to go upstairs and use the gun to I want to try and disarm it and get the PDA message, actually. That's a good point. I forgot about that. It's one of the things in 100% you can actually softlock yourself with. Do you mind? Thankfully I have the reinforced suit, so this guy won't do as much damage to me. He'll just be a dick. Oh, I didn't deconstruct the fabricator. God damn it. I need to go back to base and deconstruct the fabricator now. Actually, hang on, I'll wait. Oops. Because I'll probably need more other things. So let's be honest. There'll probably be other components I need. What I'd love to do is figure out whether or not it's going to. I do have a tablet on me, so I can just run up and then just jump down. I'd be tempted to, if I don't make the timer, and forgetting the fabricator is probably a good way to do that, then I might just restart from the same save and try and do it again. Because otherwise the chances of me getting to this point again in future and seeing whether or not it's going to work are remote. So we'll see how we go. We don't really want to have repetitiveness. If we can manage it, but we do want to find out whether or not it's fixed. Scan you. So we still need to go upstairs at some point as well and grab the data banks, but that's not exactly urgent. Do this, do hardcore strats. You can scan the other stuff later as well. First thing, get on in here is, god damn it, yep, already messing up. But we don't actually need the fabricator until a little bit later. I should drop some stuff, shouldn't I? Oh no, I don't have all that much stuff on me. I should not drop some stuff, I should get going. So I'm going to go straight past Mabel and grab the mushroom and the bulb bush samples. 100% needs the failed stab? It does, because it gives you a coded codes and clues PDA entry. Because it's what actually tells you in the game about the PCF and the thermal plant to give you clues to go deeper. Because it's not obvious to everyone, and the Lost River isn't obvious that it goes that far. So it's just a little hint in the right direction. We can take a look at it later, but I'm not quite so under the pump. Just going to stock up on these. So that I'm maxed out on my water so I don't dehydrate. I'll get Ice Stalk. I do have Ice Stalk. I don't have Ice Stalk. I thought I picked it up. Oh, did I? Oh, I did a violet bow instead. That's alright. I'll grab it from the Lost River. Well spotted. Because I went into the cave to get it. But yeah, I slashed a violet bow by mistake, obviously. They're a bit clustered together. Down we go. So there's a Ice Stalk over the far side of this Lost River chasm. That is what they used to actually get back in the day in any percent, apparently. Oops. And it's the one you get in hatch percent, I believe. On we go. I need a ghost weed as well, but I'll grab one of them further down the river. Made that mistake once and never do again. Yeah, run saved. We'll see. No guarantee. I don't actually know. I'm going to assume that the hatching enzyme requires the same materials, but I don't actually know for sure. So it may need more things, it may need fewer things. You'd like to think it wouldn't need too many more things because your inventory can actually only hold so much stuff. I do honestly wonder whether or not there's anything in the recipe list that wasn't tested well enough and actually can't be made because of inventory space. We'll find out. Like the rocket components wouldn't surprise me. It needs 16 benzene. Okay, I was about to do like creative strats and just dive straight down there, but I can't actually do that. I need to park this up somewhere. Go away, cave crawler. No one likes you. Not cave crawler. River prowler. I'll hopefully make him leave my Seamoth alone. I'm not going to bother collecting nickel or anything either, because I don't know how much I need, and it'll definitely be more than 3 anyway. Ow. Let's just go straight down now. It's enough wasting time with those guys. I'll scan things later. I forget how long this section usually takes in glitchless runs. I never really pay much attention. It's just, is the split red or not, really? So it's dodging given time. Who seems to just be... there we go, he was stalled for a second there. They're not usually static for very long periods of time. And he's going the other way. Okay, you're gonna clip through the mountain and come straight back at me? Probably. Nope, just keeping on swimming. You do you. Hopefully I'll get inside before he turns around. From the back, sea dragons look scary. I think I find from the front they look scary too. Got very big mouths. The doofy arms? You mean the things that can kill you with a swipe? Yeah. So wimpy of them. Big old softies from the front. Yeah, not really. From the back they just look like an octopus. Not very scary at all. Come on, game. Thanks, new patch. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see what materials it takes to make a blue tablet. And whether or not we have to go back to base for any of those. We have to go back to base anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. Wrong one. Blueprints. Titanium, a ruby, and copper wire. Okay, yeah. Well, I think I've got most of that back at base. And I can always grab a ruby elsewhere. Actually, it'd probably be an opportune time to collect my Seamoth, actually, if I just go straight back up again. Oh yeah, and 2 kyanite. From the front, the sea dragon looks like a pet sand dragon. Nice. So I should have ion cube. Especially if I don't actually open the portal up. Yeah, I've got 1 ion cube, and I can drop that bloody violet bow seed when I get outside. Rather than use the... since I'm going back to base, rather than use the teleporter, I think I'm going to go up and collect my Seamoth. So it was still just 2 kyanite? Yep, cool. So I'll grab them on the way out. Which I do need to scan as well, but I'm sure I will need more kyanite to finish the game. So let's go back. And hope we don't get blasted. We do have some medkits on us at least. We're just gonna not look. Just keep swimming. And we'll worry about scanning things down here later. I was hoping to come down here properly prepared with like stasis rifle and stuff, but the Sunbeam clock kind of changed plans a bit. If you can't see Kevin, he can't see you. No, if you can't see Kevin, he'll pop out of the wall, chances are. So technically, yeah, he can't see you, but he doesn't need to. Here's Kevin. Yep, exactly. You get it. We need some copper wire. I don't know how much copper I've got back at my base, so since there is... I'll grab some quartz too, you're there. Since there is actually some limestone here, that's 1 copper at least, and I need 2 titanium too actually, so I can actually grab most of what I need here. Maybe I don't need to go back... Oh no, I need to go back to my base for the fabricator stuff anyway. Leave it alone. I need a ruby too, but I do have those back at base, I'm fairly certain. So let's go back. It takes about 2 minutes to get back to the shallows with the Seamoth. 2 minutes 13 from the heat geysers in here generally, with optimal pathing. But I don't normally go back this way, I'm usually coming the other way. I think with this add-on to the amount of time taken, it's gonna be a stretch. And I can't, god damn it, I just realized I needed to activate the portal. You know what guys, I think I'm gonna actually quit this and start again. I'm gonna resume from save from before, because I really want to do the hatching before the Sunbeam, and that's not gonna happen like this. Because I needed to redo the, I needed to open up the portal, use the ion cube, admittedly, but open up the portal because otherwise I can't get back down there quick enough. Gotta be optimal, at least less than suboptimal. So you only wasted about 20 minutes, so that's not too bad. So we need to remember to deconstruct the fabricator this time. So first battery stuff or power cell stuff. We do know that we needed ruby now, but I'm actually going to roleplay that I don't. So we don't have to come back to base, we just have to go up the Lost River. But we do need this, because that's a lot of materials to scavenge. And now we swap the power cells. And because inventory space is probably going to be a premium, we'll put that back in there with a couple of medkits. And now we head off to deconstruct our hatch. Gonna roleplay that we don't. Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna be a similar challenge to before, we're just not gonna forget stupid things. Like, even going back to base then, I don't think was going to be too much of a problem, but the fact that then I realised that I'd have to then go back down using the Seamoth, because I didn't open the portal, so I couldn't just go from the mountain. So that was bad. What all does the fabricator require now? It requires a lot of stuff. I'm not going to look right now, but it requires like an advanced wiring kit, for example. Only lost 14 minutes. Quite a lot of time. And this time we'll actually get the eye stalk instead of a violet bow from the cave up here too. Or we'll try to. If you stop being in chat, you're asleep, that's fair. I usually assume the same from Sock and Tori as well. Right, so before I must have caught the violet boa over there instead. That was definitely a eye stalk seed though. I don't usually take this up this far. The advanced wiring kit alone requires a lot. It does. Advanced wiring kit requires 4 gold in total and like 3 silver and stuff. It needs a wiring kit. Oh, I've still got my scanner out. I love that bug. Oops. Apparently I'm searching. Yeah, it requires like a computer chip and a wiring kit and another copper wire and all sorts. Lots of stuff. And all of those things require a lot of things as well. So we weren't going to go up to the beach, we were going to go straight around and down. Got the right plant, yep, fairly sure this time. But of course if it isn't, then it's fine, we'll find out. I saw the seed icon for the eye stalk go into my inventory. So it should be the right plant. Go away, Whopper. To be fair, I do need to scan one of you. So maybe? You're gonna bamf out, aren't you? I do have the fins on, so I am actually reasonably quick moving around. Yay, scanned them. Nice. Because after getting cured, they actually become quite scarce. They seem to just slowly kind of disappear almost. I didn't deconstruct the solar panel this time. Oh dear. Should we do another do-over? Because I need a copper wire that I can't just magic out of thin air. Not like this. Not like this. We wasted 4 more minutes. This is farcical. You can tell it's early. It's not early, it's 11 o'clock. This is exceptional is what it is. I'm glad. May not like it, but this is what peak entertainment looks like. Right, now, this time, first things first, deconstruct fabricator. See, every other element of this I'm winging, but this one I am tryharding a little bit simply because I do want to make it before that timer. Because I want to see what happens, damn it. I'm bound to be disappointed and it's probably going to be exactly the same problem as they've had previously, but oh well. Only one way to find out.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That back in there. I was about to question why I had another battery, but of course it's from the solar panel. This time, once more with feeling. Here's your reminder, fabricator, solar panel, eye stalk, hatch, yeah, but I didn't forget that one at any point. But then this time would be the time that I would forget it, so... See, I had lovely ideas of like going over to the mountain and setting up a nice base and not having to do this super quickly, but that was never an option, it seems, because Mr. Sunbeam... Honestly, what I should have done, at a certain point, I should have just deconstructed my radio. And just not cared. And done all of the setup stuff. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do another run of this at some point. Also, don't get killed. Yeah. Not the end of the world, because we're not doing true hardcore. But we will go back to base. So, like, we're not intentionally death warping. But if I were to die for some reason, it's not the end of the run. I may or may not even reload any saves. I'll just continue from wherever I end up. But that depends entirely on where I end up and what I'm doing. If I'm still trying to do this stuff, then yes, I probably will reload. Also, I should probably save from, like, save game at the mountain or something before I head downstairs. Back we go. I swear the movement in the Seamoth is more immediate on new patch. It feels more responsive. It's less momentum heavy. I wonder whether or not I should, if I do revisit Creative Glitchless at any point, that's a Cyclops engine. I don't care about a Cyclops engine, let's be honest. I'll find them eventually. I do wonder whether or not I should rip out the mods, or just reinstall the game, and try running Creative Glitchless on new patch instead. Because you don't access your PDA often enough for the lag to be too much of an issue, and you don't need to like go into a base or anything. I guess you might get some surface lag when you go up for the MVB, might be the only problem. But everything else seems like it would be faster. And the Seamoth movement feels really nice. So, I don't know. Interesting. I now need to scan the warper again, damn it. I got lucky with that one last time. Is there one even around here? I thought I heard one, but not close. Oh. We'll hope to come across one at some point. I guess I could dance around one in the lava area. Oxygen isn't really an issue, so... Okay, now we can make the fabricator inside here.
Power restored. All primary systems
okay,
online.
This is going slightly better. Now I do need to do stuff inside. Theoretically, I can run up and try and do the gun after going in the thermal plant. I just need to not forget. So that's going to be a test for me. Do more damage? I don't think they do more damage. It's more the fact that you're taking a lot of damage in the lava zone from all the lava. It's all the heat damage, I think. Oh, hi, mate. No, leave my Seamoth alone. You better not destroy that. Let's park this the other side, shall we? Go away, maybe. At least you tagged me and not Seamoth. I think I repaired it enough that it won't get destroyed. I need to just get in it and run away now. Let's go further away. Normally this is far enough away. Mabel's feeling a bit frisky today. Now I did get the mushrooms, so I don't actually need to hang around here, do I? I'll double check, but I'm fairly sure I did get the mushroom. I did not. Okay, back we go. We'll get the bulb bushes now anyway. This is wasting a bit more time. But at least we have everything that we need this time, so we're not like making a trip back to base wasting time, so that's a start. Also, I kind of scanned her a little bit, and maybe that'll carry over for when I come back at some point. Hey, Somnic. Let's see how we go this time. Don't die. I'm not dying. That was never part of the plan. Ooh, it's stuttering a bit though. I don't even have all that much else going. It's a bit weird. Down we go.
Leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Crazy enough to do a bingo void out. Like, how would you track that though? I guess you could track it on the spreadsheet. Doing the GV objective we currently have. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it changes every couple of weeks is a bit annoying for doing that. And yeah, I mean, that would take a long time. Like, it would probably take less time than you would think if you knew what you were doing, at least. You know, you've got so much opportunity to combine objectives. That one. While I'm here. You'd be able to do a lot of things very complementary. I'm just going to leave the Seamoth there actually and go from there. You're up awfully far, Casper. You're normally all the way down here. Interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit further to go once I come back up, but I will be coming back up and collecting things on the way anyway, because we need 2 copper and ruby and stuff. Get to save and come back to it. I feel you'd have to. A single segment for something like that I don't think would be enforceable, because who the hell knows how long it would take. If I were to guess, I would say it would take about 10 hours. You just warped in, so I'm now going to scan you, because it takes a while for their warpiness to recharge. Dance. Just doing the safety dance. Now he juke a bit in case he decides to fire a warp beam at me, but he didn't. Do you need to do 20 waterproofs of plasteel? That will be gone next update, so 2 weeks time that'll be gone. But also that's not really the problem, to be honest. It's all of the other stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Meteor. I thought it was homing on for a second. I swear sometimes it feels that they do. It seemed to just stop in midair instead. I wonder, do I have enough inventory space for one of these? Because I will want to hatch a lava lizard. It did look like it, didn't it? That it just stopped in midair. It looked like A, it was coming towards me, and then when I looked at it, it realized and stopped like one of those weird monsters in some games. Yeah, Void Out would be kind of fun to an extent. The problem is just the time that it takes. It's as simple as that. And also you couldn't really display it on screen for other people to follow along with you. I suppose if you made a copy of the bingo goals sheet and then shared it to anyone in read-only mode, then you could link that in your chat and anyone would be able to follow along as you like highlight the things that you'd done. So yeah, that actually works. Good time exploring the lava zones. You need to come to Thermal and PC from the Cove Tree entrance. The Cove Tree entrance is so far away. Like it's much further than the Casper entrance from the lava castle. It's like round the back basically. The one main issue you thought of, what, tracking? No, that's actually the easiest issue. The one main issue is the sheer amount of time that it would take. It's as simple as that. Weeping Angel, yeah, from whatchamacallit, from Doctor Who, yeah. I mean, I was thinking more esoteric things like, more basic things rather. There's, in Commander Keen 4, I think it was, you had these little rocks, so they were like disguised as rocks, and they'd hop along after you, and then if you look at them they'd stop and just be a rock again. But then you turn away and they hop along after you. And they were immune in their rock form. But then if they got close enough they would jump up and try and like headbutt you, kind of dive bomb you. And if they did that, then you could attack them and like stun them before they managed. Well, this is fun. Alright there, Kevin. Just having a nap? Having a nap, okay. Well, as you were. Good chat. Main issue is the plasteel ingots? It really isn't. I mean, yes, it's a long period of time, but it's also really easy. Like, that's the thing, is that the problem is it got trivialized, so then now it's got facetiousized or something. I mean, yeah, that adds like half an hour, but the thing is though, that if you are doing a all objectives thing, you're needing a lot of plasteel anyway. Not that much, grant you, but... It's definitely annoying, but it's not a problem. Oh, that was shale. Never mind. I need a ruby. And I need some limestone. Oh, so now there's no limestone? Oh, there's one. So I need one more copper and 2 titanium. There's the copper, so now 2 titanium. I could overscan something is the other thing. It's more shale, I don't need diamonds. Kinda glad I gave myself the extra room. If not in one day, sleep and leave your PC open. Yeah, I guess you just open up press escape and pause the timer on that. I think that would be allowed. Maybe not, because you're literally sleeping on it. The time would just be meaningless for something like that anyway. It's purely for completion's sake rather than competitive sake, so it doesn't really matter one way or another. I mean, if you started it in the morning, or whenever it is that you wake up, and then just kept going until you were done, you'd finish it within a day, I'm fairly sure. It certainly seems like a challenge, and certainly more of a challenge than we've got for most other things right now. Bingo 100% win. Tell Rubik's he should do it. Am I even going the right way? Not really. Got a bit turned around. Going over the second mountains wreck. It's fine, not too far away. Be avoiding Mabel since she seems frisky anyway. Need routing? Nah. Just do it. Just wing it rather. You'd route a few things on the fly. Like obviously there's some complementary objectives, but you could overdo it as well. Like don't try and combine literally everything. Yeah, I went quite a ways out of the way there. But here's my base. But I do now need the... Oh no, I don't. I've got the ion cube. I opened... Oh no, I don't, because I opened the portal. I should, if I was doing this more optimally, I should have actually gone on the top and come down. Because then I can get the ion cubes from up the top instead of double backing like this. Oh, this is kind of fine. I'll come in here and then go upstairs. And fail at the gun. Because I do want to do that now. Oops. I don't have any spare tablets on me now though, so I do need to come back and grab this one. Hoop. Hoop. And hoop. Guess I'll scan the Doomsday device as well. Should have done that on the way up instead. I feel like we've got a good amount of time for this, but... Hey Elebrant, welcome. Do this. Get the tentative animation. Running animation with item in hands, weird thing to do in the mod. It's so that, because the flashlight or the sea glide, they are your sources of illumination at night on land. If you're running on land, you put your flashlight away, which is stupid. Like it makes no sense. And it's just annoying. So that's what the main purpose of that is. But we can also use it to scan things kind of on the fly. There is still the other thing to scan as well, but we'll be going past that shortly. So now we can make our blue tablet, hopefully. We need to make a copper wire, and then... Yay, we have what we need. Good. Back we go. Gel sack, I'm actually going to grab this to eat it, because I'm getting low on water. Not low, but a little bit down. Print out the list of objectives in the map router just to see what it looks like. Feel free. I think the problem you'd find is it's very easy to overroute something like that, because like there's certain things that you'd feel that, oh, while I'm there I also want to do this, and I also want to do that, and I also want to do this, but you've got to bear in mind that you'll probably run into inventory space restrictions quite a lot. So often it'll be a bit counterintuitive, but you probably don't want to do everything all in one trip. Also, it turned me around, so I was facing the wrong way to go through that. That was amusing. Like, you touch the portal and it just flipped me around, and then you can see the animation, the entranceway on the other side. That's quite funny. Okay, time to head through to the PCF now. we're doing alright for time, I think. Maybe. I think it's still going to be close though. We still have no idea what else we need from down here, so we're still not wasting time grabbing more kyanite and sulfur and stuff. I'm kind of half paying attention to where some things are, like I know that there is a decent amount in there at least. So now comes the actually slightly dangerous bit, because I will be taking heat damage from the lava lakes. A list of all the items needed. You may as well just list every item in the game and put like a times 10 next to them. Quite funny procedure, not even slightly chuckle. Yes. You know when something is actually funny, when people observe that it's actually funny, as opposed to just laughing. Get sleep route a bit tomorrow? Your funeral. Majestic sea flap flap. Well, if you're just gonna be there. No, come back. Let me scan you.
What you seek, want to help.
Here we go. Gives Big Mama time to get out of my face. Also gives Clippy time to come around behind me, but never mind. At least you still take half heat damage. I think in the lava lakes here it's normally 2 per second, and now it's just the normal 1 per second instead. Lag. Pink objective complete. Scan Sonic Deterrent. Exactly. Now this is... I'm not going out of my way to do 100% per se, but I do have it in the back of my mind that I'm essentially doing a 100% run with this. I've been scanning most things. Safety save, probably not a bad idea. At this point though, I don't want to overwrite the save. If I find that I've really got nothing, like I've got not enough time to do the Sunbeam still, I should have enough time, put it that way. But if for some reason I find that I run out of time, because I've forgotten something or something else, then I'd rather keep my current save to be able to go back. I probably should have safety saved earlier. What tablet is there on the other side of the moon pool? What do you mean?
We have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it, as they did. Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
There's only a purple tablet the other side of the alien moon pool, if that's what you're meaning. It's the one in the ramp room, on the way up to the control room. For some reason they put the keycard right there, right next to the door that you require. That's actually never made sense to me. But whatever. I always forget to scan these. I don't think I've actually been particularly close to them, so it's less a case of forgetting and more not having opportunity, but still. What tablet is needed? Purple. But I've already opened that door. I should do this after actually activating things there. Enzyme peepers would be good too, actually, because I've struggled to find them elsewhere. This isn't even an enzyme peeper, but it's one inside the containment facility.
The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this one, but they could not hear me. If you help give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
More enzyme peepers, maybe? They usually follow Mama around. I can get them later, it's fine. When you open the door to the PCF moon pool, there's a door on the other side, you haven't opened it. What? I'm snagging enzyme peepers so I can cure things, so then I can scan them after they're cured.
This is what the
I don't know
others
what you
could
mean,
not
Somnic.
force to you, I give the secret
PCF moon
willingly.
pool? There is no PCF moon pool. Oh, there we go. Okay, so... Hey, I do have everything. Yay! I mean, we'll go back into the PCF proper, like the lobby area, at some point, because I'll go in and scan everything and grab the data banks and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by moon pool for a start. There's the... this is the aquarium, not a moon pool, for example, if that's what you meant. Quick save every 8 seconds in Skyrim. That might be slightly overacting. Peepers? Peepers? Ideally I want like 2 or 3 enzyme peepers. This will be 2. 3... There we go. And back out we go. So we've got 9 minutes to run up and out to the beach, so that should be good. Aquarium, same thing? It's really not. Haven't played Skyrim in a while? No. But not for a long time. There's literally nothing that draws me back to it. Well, that's disturbing. It's like they're still in the eggs. What? What? Are you okay, game? New patch, perfect patch. But also with Skyrim, I didn't like mod it every which way but loose, like some people did. So I've never actually had much of a problem with it being volatile, like when it comes to crashing. I don't think I had it crash all that often. The aquarium is also a moon pool, since it's water suspended away from water. Isn't that the opposite definition? Like, isn't a moon pool when it's air suspended away from water? Which means the PCF, I guess, kind of is, but it's not really because it's got a force field. It's not by air pressure or anything like that. It's actually got a force field keeping the water out instead, so it's completely different. Bollocks. I got distracted. Vanilla Skyrim is this. Oh, it wasn't vanilla, it's just I was selective about the mods that I added to it. It was mostly graphical things, or I added in a few new houses, because I felt that I wanted a few different places to store things in different parts of the world. But, other than that... Oh yeah, that's already open. Duh. We've got plenty of time, it turns out, so that's good. Haven't seen a crash in this game. I'm used to those awful lags when getting out of water. Yeah, the new patch lags are the worst. Bobbing animation is funny when you run to the Sea Glide. Yeah, it's like the head bob sort of thing. But it's also the same thing that you get when you're just using the Sea Glide normally, to be fair. Like the normal Sea Glide does have a bob to it. Now, I don't have the purple tablet to get to the top section from here, so we'll use the sea moth to go outside and go up instead. And I'm not going to want to come back down and deal with things later anyway, because I want to go back through to gather tons of stuff from the lava castle, etc. anyway. So we've actually got quite a lot of time to waste now. Oof, being too efficient. I already have that. So we'll come up here and we'll grab a few of the purple... I can actually go into the caves, I guess, and grab the tablets from in the cave system. Also, I should probably do some of this. Keep me going. And I might actually take a mid kit. Amazing. Sunrise! Nice. One purple tablet. Any sky rays around? I scanned one earlier when it was like dead in the water, but I am confused why there's none here. Alright. Where's the crabs as well? I'm confused. To be fair, the crabs might have just jumped in the water. Nope, there's one. Have I scanned one of you? Yes. Goodbye. But there's no sky rays, which is interesting. Also, I can use the portal up here to go to the other island. Just chatting for 6 minutes, essentially, yeah, essentially. Well, someone's chatting anyway. Aurora rendering, yeah, that's a bit weird. There might be, there is another mod that I've got installed called Performance Booster, and you do get to customize the draw distance for things. So that might be why that is. So if we go in here somewhere, mods, no, general. Here, underwater range is relatively low. Surface range. There we go. So normally it's probably cranked all the way up or something, and I've got it turned down because it's, you know, I don't care about seeing it that far away really. Let's go back down to the beach now. We're going to want to come back up here some other time. I could take the portal over to the floating island, explore it, take the portal back and then grab my Seamoth, rather than swimming over there and going up to it. Doesn't really add anything though, I don't think. So I probably won't bother. I'll grab the ion cubes from in here. Get the text lines. Databank. Ion cube. I should have done this earlier probably. Though then my Seamoth would have been up at the surface instead. So maybe not, I don't know. It's really hard to route this optimally, to be honest. Because then I'd have gone down, tried to disarm, and then maybe gone outside, built the base, and then I'd have to have gone up to get the Seamoth again, unless I like parked it halfway down perhaps. But yeah, I don't know, it's hard to know what would have been best to do. Having the Seamoth to go fast with triplaning and stuff is great, but actually I'm curious about something. Is it draining power as I'm running with it? I haven't noticed. If it is, then that would be hilarious. Doesn't look like it, because it would have ticked down by now. No, it's clearly not. First databank read in a normal casual gameplay, the second to last to read in the semi-casual gameplay. Which databank would that be? Some good lithium luck. Probably going to need a lot of it, because I need a lot of plasteel to finish this. This is actually the way down to the purple tablet, which is kind of interesting, but any time that you're using the sea moth, it's irrelevant. I'm not decided whether or not using the sea moth is better or not in survival glitchless as well as hardcore glitchless. Probably not as good. And hey, we have a minute to spare. Cool. Now we'll see whether or not the disarmed gun still shoots somehow. I mean, the first databank that you'd read in normal gameplay would probably be your survival package, because that's what you start with, and the PDA tells you to do that. Start here, for example. Hopefully I'll still be able to find one of those infected stalkers or bone sharks or something. Oh, the first alien databank, yeah. The building is down instead of straight. Yeah, the gun has been disarmed. The thing is that previously, when I've done 100% and stuff, okay, now it's saying Sunbeam will arrive in -6. Is the Sunbeam broken in new patch? Have they just broken the Sunbeam? Or is this what happens when it can't land? Guys, I think they broke the Sunbeam. All of that, and it's broken. Lol, so is that timer just going to be there now? Because that's kind of annoying. If I wasn't here, would it have gone away and just given me the radio message instead? That's really annoying. Takes a bit for you to get a message usually? No, I don't think it did. Normally it's pretty immediate that it happens on time. Got to do your radio? Shouldn't have to. Like, normally it doesn't. I don't know, maybe this is what happens when they're just unable to land and don't get shot down. I've never seen it do it, so... okay, so they have fixed it then. It's just in a weird way. Like, you should receive a message in your PDA or something, or like... yeah, I don't know. It's a bit annoying. It's not a lot of... because there's nothing to tell you that you have to go anywhere. So you just feel like it's broken. It's a bit badly implemented, but alright. See, so it does mean that I've fixed it then, I guess, because previously what happened is you'd be on the beach, the gun would be pointing down at the ocean, and it would still shoot down the Sunbeam. I mean, in my casual playthrough originally, I didn't even repair the radio, so I didn't even know it was a thing. Only folks like speedruns going to run into us? Not necessarily. Like I said, I didn't repair the radio in my casual play. If I had later on, then only then would I have done it, and I might have already cured myself. Like, I think I built a radio after I'd built the rocket and everything else. It's like, oh yeah, I should build one of these. Because I'd completely forgotten that there was one on the back of the life pod, because I hadn't been back to my life pod in ages. Who goes back to their life pod once you've made a base? Back we come then. Up we go. Okay, we're gonna get all of the other stuff first. We have a lava lizard egg that we can now hatch. We have a stalker egg that has hatched. And we have a lot of rabbit rays in here.
Aurora survivors, this is training
Let's
ship
get rid of the
Sunbeam.
stalker egg.
We've tracked your distress signal.
There we go,
Ship's
okay.
left a substantial debris field up in orbit. We can't attempt a landing. We're gonna have to head home. We'll send our data to Altera as soon as we can. Hold on in there. Sunbeam out.
Okay. So they have done it. Yay, I guess. Well, it's good to know they did something good with the new patch. Dump those in there. Dump some... All of this lithium can go in there, along with the diamonds. Iron cubes can go in here with my food because I'm sure it's not radioactive in the slightest, right? Right? But the timer's still going, yeah. Yeah, we're stuck with the timer it seems, so they fixed one thing and broke another. Well done, clap clap. Now, diseased stalker. You want Peeper? Peeper? Yummy Peeper? Yeah, Peeper, Peeper, Peeper. Why are you just rubbing your face on me? Have a Peeper. Do they not eat from your hand anymore? They used to. They would just come in and chomp it out of your hand. But it seems he's a bit stuck in an animation. Okay. Well, I can... Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I expected. And now I can scan him. From inside, it seems. Symptoms inhibited. That's what I wanted to see. What the hell is that timer? Exactly. Classic new patch. Don't know if it eventually goes away. Who knows? We're going to find out at some stage because we've got a long time to spend in this gameplay still. Let's release the rabbit ray here because I like them hanging around my base. We're going to drop the stalker egg back where it came from because it's a duplicate somehow. It can come down here. Close enough to where I found it, I'm fairly sure. Well, we've done the story stuff now. The landing site beacon still hasn't disappeared either. And I can't get rid of it. Okay, cool, cool. Thanks, game. Cool. I love that. So now what do we do? I guess we go to the Legacy Island, or we go to the floating island. Because we do have the rendezvous thing, so we're kind of meant to have done that a long time ago, probably. I don't know, it's hard to know exactly when you're supposed to do things. The Sunbeam thing seems to happen very quickly, honestly. Because you get like the rendezvous site PDA only after going to LifePod 19. Chances are most players you wouldn't have done that until the Sunbeam event has already started. I don't know. It's really hard to know. Duping eggs. Yeah, it's something weird that happens on the new patch. Some eggs, when they hatch, they don't actually hatch. They just... The creature appears in the containment, but the egg stays where it is. Others, the egg explodes into eggshells, and you can pick up the eggshells, but they turn into table coral in your hand. Which is also bizarre. There's a few issues. Note to self in the future, just let Sunbeam crash and burn. Yeah, the cinematic for being shot down is much better. So it used to happen regardless anyway. Or just don't be there. Like, just don't even turn up to the beacon. Just go about your business. Ignore it. I wonder if it gives you the thing of... I almost want to copy the save sideways, but I think I'll just go into a creative save and advance time or something, or find the right console command to try and trigger it some other time and see what happens with the various iterations of things. Because depending on whether you're there or not, you're meant to just get a radio message then that you'd either get the same one if you've disabled the gun, I assume, but I wonder whether or not you just get the one about an unknown energy signature discharging or something. Makes you wonder. Oh yeah, haven't scanned the grow bed yet. Let's do that.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating
Scan the bulkhead. Nothing here, because I've already got it. Excuse you. Free battery, PDA, PDA.
integrating new PDA data.
Potato plants. Marble melon. Lantern tree. Holding right-click simulator. You should know.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
This is kind of the route that you have to take in a glitchless 100%, since you can't SSG dolphin dive out of the water back there. Then you can kind of run up the slope, I think it is, to get up to the next base. Yeah, there we go. Got it. And through the tunnel. And we already have those. Grab this, we already got that. And next base.
PDA data.
Trust me, you know. I mean, you're the one who chose to grind 100%. You've got no one to blame but yourself. So you can't really complain about it. Like, you literally can't. Rick's got auto banned for spam. Yeah, auto mod is on for some things. I can't remember exactly what though. I think big messages is the main thing, and lots of non-normal characters, I think, are the main things I've got it set up for.
Integrating new PDA data.
Ah, it's the palm. There we go. Blame yourself wholeheartedly for your own suffering. I mean, if it was suffering, why did you do it? It's as simple as that. Methinks thou dost protest too much. Yum. Can I eat you now, please? Ugh. My bad for opening my PDA, I guess. Running, running, running. And jumping. And I think I'm done here. So now we'll go down, oops. Now we'll go down to the other Decacy habitat. Theoretically from there I'm meant to go to the jelly shroom cave, but meh. I've kind of already been there because it was so close to my base anyway. Whee. I think I've scanned those. I know I've scanned membrane trees. Down the hole. Scan jelly ray from the mushrooms, I'm guessing. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Oh no, it's right there. Favorite food to eat in the game? I mean, insofar as I had one? Nutrient block? Unfortunately, they removed the ability to make your own nutrient blocks, because that was actually, there is a recipe for it still in the data files of the game, but you can't access it even with like unlock all and stuff, which is kind of annoying. Because it would be cool if you could make your own nutrient blocks.
Unable to confirm whether it originated on the Aurora.
Because sub 2, I mean, if you're going to set arbitrary targets for yourself, then sure. That is speedrunning after all, but you still brought it upon yourself. Can't complain, so. Yep. And out. And shield generator. Nice. Means I don't need to go into the top room with that other wreck. Oh, hi. Oh, you're infected. Sad. But not that sad, because you're a bit of a dick. Got plenty of oxygen still at least. Coffee machine, yay! You laugh like it's a weird question. It's a pretty weird question, yeah. I do laugh like it's a weird question, because it is a weird question. Like, why would you care about what food you eat in the game? So nutrient block, because it's the most value. Like, for a single inventory slot, it gives you the most. So it's pretty hard to go past that. Beyond that, whichever fish happened to be handy at the time. More or less. It's just whatever happens to cross your path after you've got yourself a thermoblade. A lot of people have preferred thing they like to salvage as original to eat. I don't think so. I don't know. I know he likes them as a fish. I don't know about to eat. I mean, he never has to eat in the game, so a bit hard to say. Like in most speedruns, you don't have to eat anything beyond like the stuff that you start with, or I guess in glitchless you chow down on some bulb bush or bulbo tree because they're just there. Prefer eating hoverfish because rip clove. No, that means that you should prefer the hoverfish as your bioreactor fuel. Because nothing burns better or mulches better than a hoverfish. 9 out of 10 cloves support this message. I did at one point consider adding a suggestion to the bingo sheet that would be fill a bioreactor with hoverfish and call it waffle stomp, but that felt a little on the nose. Did I actually pick up the orange tablet or did I just scan it? No, I did pick it up, good. It's the sort of thing I'd do to just scan it without actually picking it up. Literally said regional is best food. Yeah, fair enough. He also says a lot of things, but... he says a lot of things and they're not always consistent, but I'll take your word for it. Actually best food like highest food plus? I mean, not compared to nutrient blocks, no. Maybe for fish, I don't know. I wouldn't have a clue. I haven't looked at the wiki in a while. I'm more interested in bioreactor content generally than food and water content, because fish are so abundant in the game that you kind of don't need to care. So especially once you get the thermoblade, which is super easy to get, so you usually get it at casual play really early on. It's like the first thing you make with the modification station. And then literally anything that crosses your path suddenly becomes nom. And you no longer have to care about maximizing your food content, because you just go, oh look, a fish. Zap. Like spinefish. Oh look, a spinefish. Oh, I can't scan cooked spinefish. Useful thing to note. And also that crab squid is making out with my sea moth, and I should probably put a stop to that. Oh no, must have been something else. Cooked spinefish, surprisingly nutritious. I should release him in my containment, eh? That'd be fun. Battery in. Yeah, I think someone was chomping on this a little bit. Never mind, let's go through the cove tree now. What's better, teeth violently chomping you down and then stomach is doing... What does a bioreactor even do? Bioreactor would molt you. The difference is the fabricator kills and cooks the fish first before you eat it, so there's that. Whereas a bioreactor, if you're just stuffing them in alive, then I feel that would be worse. Whereas I would assume, maybe assuming is a bit much, but I would have thought that the way that the fabricator would probably work would be that it first imparts an electric shock to anything that it's cooking, and then it proceeds to process it. And the terrain is having some issues, it seems. You're right, the game. I do have it on high, because I do have that performance booster mod, which is meant to help. And also, that way it looks pretty, and pretty is good for a casual play. But I am also going faster than you're meant to in a casual play, to be fair. So, seriously, I'm parked for 1 second and already a prowler decides to chomp down on my sea moth. Honestly. Cove tree first, and then we'll go through to the DRF. Can just take a sea moth here. Some people refuse to eat fish. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Seems kind of pointless, but whatever floats your boat. To be fair, I prefer to make water out of bleach rather than using bladderfish, because that just seems pointless. Like, you've got an alternative. If they made it that you could make if they made it you could make nutrient blocks out of like creepvine samples or something, that would be really cool. But the problem is that plant-based sources of food in this game are just hideously inefficient, which is kind of realistic, to be fair. But they're also, it's more that they take up a lot of space in your inventory. Like, they're 2x2 and they don't do a hell of a lot. The best ones are the bulbo trees and the bulb bushes. I did build in casual play. I built a staging point for the Lost River in the bulb bush zone, right above the precipice that goes down to the Lost River entrance that we use in speedruns, because that's how I went down in casual play. Like, the route that I took today to get down there is literally what I did in my casual play. Like, parking my sea moth near Casper and just sea gliding down. That is exactly what I did in my actual gameplay. Not so much nickel under the pool here today. A lot of uraninite. There's often a lot outside as well, to be fair. I'm just spending time underneath here for the time being. Oh, there's some more over here. I have no idea how much I need, but I'm gonna guess that it's a lot. So I'm just grabbing a few. I have a lot of inventory space before I head back, so... Sandstone... Is there more in this pool? I don't know, it depends on how, like, some people get into the role-playing aspect of the game a lot more than others, obviously, so they might have favourites per se. So mine is the very pragmatic answer of which one gives best density for inventory space, simply because that is usually what's at a premium. And that's what I care about most, like, as someone playing the game, as opposed to feeling like what the character might prefer for some reason. Glitches hundo earlier on the spot, realised the logistics of it. The logistics of it aren't all that bad, to be honest, but each their own. Like, survival hundo glitchless is fine. You basically take the same route, you just build a base to die in more frequently. You don't even need to worry about flooding it for super sea glides, so... Like, I did a glitchless hundo across 2 saves, so it's not valid as a run, sadly. But it took about, was it 5.5 hours or something? And it could be so much faster. I honestly thought it was going to take longer. I thought it was going to take like 2 or 3, or 3 or 4 rather, attempts, like save game attempts, sessions, should I say. But it was actually surprisingly quick. It only took 2 sessions. Probably could have done it all in one if I'd timed it correctly, instead of starting late at night. Hardcore glitchless would be a bit more difficult, but honestly the materials required to just build a thermal plant or something to power a base down here, it's not that hard really. Like, you can fit it in your inventory and have a staging point. Also in hardcore all achievements, we managed to come to just build an extra ultra high capacity tank, and you can make it from the normal Lost River entrance all the way down into the DRF to get the required achievement here, and all the way through to the thermal plant with just the 2 tanks. But you could definitely just make a... oh, I need another tablet. I have another tablet. Well, there we go then. Routed hardcore glitched minimally. Fair enough then, yeah. I mean, honestly, the hardcore glitched one wouldn't probably be that different from the creative glitched one, would it be? Because you can't die in creative otherwise, so I'd have thought there'd be some similarities. That would be the main basis. But then the routing for that's probably not the most efficient either, because I just kind of winged it, so it's just O2 management, yeah, pretty much. So, but I mean, if you build the ultra high capacity tank and you're running glitched and using SSG, you can explore the entirety of the Lost River on a single tank pretty much. You can certainly get here and out and down to the thermal plant on one tank, you know, quite easily, because, you know, if 2 tanks will do it, obviously not with all of this stuff, this adds a lot of time, but if 2 tanks can otherwise do it for a glitchless hardcore run, then, you know, SSG is 2.5 times faster, so there's nothing else to scan in here now, is there? That's all. Hardcore glitchless would be the hardest one to route in terms of oxygen management. But again, the materials to make a powered base are not that arduous. Which way do I go now? Oh, I need to scan the thing outside here as well. The damaged cable thing. Why this one in particular? I have no idea, but whatever. I actually need to swap batteries for my scanner as well. So I guess I could go back over to the mountain now. Blood kelp cove on a single tank. From there you can get through the DRF and down to detect lava and guild scans in there. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So, you can do quite a lot on a single tank when you're going super, super fast. Now the only thing is I don't have the stasis rifle still. I should have built that before I came down here, so that way I could scan Casper. But I guess at some point I'll be going to the blood kelp zone. And in which case I can make sure... Ooh, the game is struggling a bit. Load, maybe? Terrain is having a few difficulties. It's fine, I'm just passing through. Just going straight up the river. Let's go back out and I guess go to the mountain maybe? No, I think I want to go back to base because I do want to get the stasis rifle so that I can scan the big boys. I still haven't built that or the propulsion cannon. I've done the Aurora without using the propulsion cannon, I just went out the top. Amazing hundo knowledge, not really. I've forgotten a lot about what is needed. Like if I tried to do a run, it would be an absolute mess. Every now and then I've thought, it would be nice to do a run again, because I know the times posted are not great. Like, the ones that I have on the board are pretty much just the one and done runs I did after we changed, or after we started tryharding. Oops. So stopping catching literally all of the eggs and such. So they're just a first cut of a slightly more tryhard, a casual tryhard if you will. But they're really rough. So it's like, it would be nice to go back and do another one and set a better time, but the amount of learning to have to do, yeah, I can't be bothered, I don't have time for it. I mean, to be fair, I'd probably complete it. And who knows, maybe I'd do a run faster than my current time on there, just, I don't know, just from knowing some stuff, but... I think the ones that I did were also just before the scanning the hatching enzyme was discovered as well. Or maybe I did know that. I can't remember whether or not I did do that or not. Your time is not terribly difficult to beat? No. Correct. It is extremely easy to beat. But with the caveat of it's extremely easy for someone to beat if they study the run and have a few attempts at doing it. Like, for myself, going back into it and trying to beat it again, it would take me a few attempts, I'm quite positive, and I just do not have the time or inclination for that. I need to make a new fabricator now. That makes me sad. Well, I can hatch 2 more cuttlefish though. And I'll evict the stalker while I'm here. Bop bop. Oh no, I was going to release the peeper as well. There you go. Nice. Stalker. I should have grabbed a crab squid egg while I was in the deep Grand Reef. Oh well, I'll grab one in the blood kelp zone. This way. Pop. And let's replenish the stalker supply since they seem to have disappeared. Yeah, they'll love bite as soon as you release them, of course. Okay, so first things first, I need to make another fabricator. What do I need for a fabricator? A wiring kit and computers. Okay, so I don't need an advanced wiring kit, I just need most of the components of one. Alright, so, well, I've got enough of that. I've got one of those. I need one more copper, which I don't have handy in here, unfortunately. Actually, I need 3 more copper, because I need it for the computer chip as well. Rubber? Do I have any spare rubber? Not sure if I do. I've got spare lubricant, but not rubber, it seems. Okay. And I'll have to actually go upstairs and use my life pod for it again. Did I scan the hatching enzymes? No, I did not. But I can always make more if I want to. Oh, you mean in the 100 ones that I did? Okay. Good to know. Maybe that's what prompted me to do it again. It probably was. I haven't even scanned a quick find yet. Yeah, that's probably what prompted me to do it again. It's a case of, oh, okay, well the ones that are there are technically invalid anyway, so let's do another one. So I did creative and I did survival just for that. Need some more limestone. Game, please give me limestone. In terms of what I've changed with the recipes, I can upload the text file into Discord probably. Let's grab a bunch of stuff from in here. Oh, also I don't have Super Sea Glide, so the crash fish are chasing me. Oops. Very well. Oh yes, meme coral. I forgot. Inventory full? But I don't want to drop anything. I'll just drop the metal again. I didn't actually come out here for metal. Oh, game please. There we go. More limestone please. Yeah, I should be able to, like, I linked to the main ones, but if I also then, I can edit the post that I pinned to also have the text file probably. Like I can upload it to my website or something, or I'll just link it and pin it additionally, one of the two. Probably be easier. It's just got a few extra changes to things. Never knew you could scan it. Yeah, someone just came into the Discord one time and said, do you include the best databank entry? And said that there was that. And we were all like, oh my god, okay, technically it's now required because it does exist. Even though it's very clearly vestigial, it technically is a databank entry. So yeah, that was amusing.
Life pod 2 coordinates attached. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2. We'll have to swim for the surface.
I do need some titanium as well. Oh, we have some.
We'll make for the rendezvous and keep you posted.
I still have the nickel in my inventory. Dumbass. Let's put the lead in there. We'll put the nickel in with the lead for now. Oh, it's the best radio message in the game. Oh, I need more titanium for the wiring kit. See you, Albert. Thanks for coming along. So I'm going to need some more metal now, aren't I? Yeah. Also need to make some more water, looks like, so I need to get 6 more coral tube shavings. May as well do that now while I'm thinking of it. I keep coming in here wanting to use my fabricator. Let's grab a couple of more salvage, so I guess I go a bit further away like where I was. I mean, to be fair, the best thing for me to do would actually have been to just go back to my mountain base and deconstruct the fabricator from there, because I probably don't need it anymore, but oh well. Oh, another tooth. Cool. There we go. I remember leaving some metal behind in various places. There's a few places I swapped a bad metal with a good metal as well. And it might be these places, but they seem to have not been picked up because doggos decided to disappear. But now there's some back again, so who knows. Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes it's not even that you just need more, it's just that you need different things rather than actually more of what they used to require. Make the wiring kit to condense my inventory a little bit, make titanium to expand it again. And let's make this fabricator again, hopefully. Hey, got what I need. The copper one is spot on. Yeah, you need a lot of copper in this. I have mitigated it slightly. It used to be that you needed 2 copper for a battery. I changed it that you only need 1 again, because it seemed unrealistic to need too much copper, given the amount of copper that they, well, how big they seem to be. But you do need a titanium now for the casing, so there's that. But you need copper wire for so many things, like for wiring kits, for the computer chip, and again for the advanced wiring kit. So yeah, it's definitely a lot more than you'd be used to. Stasis rifle, what do I need? An advanced wiring kit! Surprise, surprise. So speaking of, I now need 6 more copper. I've got everything else that I need though. Oh, I was going to make some water, or some bleach, rather. Get the salt out of here. Pop them in there. Put these in here. Put these in here as much as I can. Perfect. Nice. See, most of these batteries are almost dead actually, aren't they? Yeah, 2 of them are. So let's just drop those 2 in here, I guess. No, we'll drop them separately so that I don't get them confused. I could make ion batteries too and use those, to be fair. I need to just make the swim charge fins, to be honest. What do I need for that? Do I know how to make those? I do. Basically the same, but I need a battery per fin, and I need, well, polyaniline I can make. I need 2 lithium. I think I've actually got all of that, because I grabbed some deep shrooms, didn't I? I just need some more salt. Yeah. So what else do I need for polyaniline? Hydrochloric acid, so that's the one that I need the salt. And then benzene. Oh, fun. I need another blood oil. Okay. Cool. Thanks, game. I guess that kind of makes sense though, given what polyaniline is. Should I go to the trader's cache now? I should probably think about lunch soon, to be honest, but I did have a late breakfast. What are you? You know damn well what I am. I've been there and done you. Wait, that sounds wrong. Let's go to Treaders, and on our way grab a blood oil. I should probably go to the Far Grand Reef Wreck as well, come to think of it, because I haven't yet, so I therefore should. But we'll go to Treaders cache and such first. And then I'll need to make 2 purple tablets for the other caches. So I need to double check what they actually require. Let's just go past and park near the wreck. Plant some deep shrooms of blood oil back at base. Yeah, I could do. I feel I won't need too much more of it, but who the hell knows? It's a fair point. I was going to plant some aerogel. And yeah, I think I was going to plant the deep shrooms actually. I don't know, the blood kelp trench isn't actually that far away, but... Nuclear fragments... Whatever this is... Decoy tube, whatever, they're useless... Oh, I didn't have a propulsion arm yet. I guess I didn't actually go to the mountain wreck, did I? Famous last words, yeah. Very true. Oh, actually, the thing that I always forget in 100%, the spiked horn grass. Always forget it. And we'll go up here. Another one of them, so that's that. Go up here, grab the duplicate PDA that doesn't actually have any information in it. Oh, I don't have the laser cutter on me anyway. Just as well I don't need to go in there for anything. So, is it one more bridge fragment, I think? There's one over there. The warpers should leave me alone now. Never forgotten spiked horn grass except for one run. Good for you. It's the one thing that I very often forget. That or the Gabe's feather. But at least you can get the Gabe's feather in the PCF, so it's harder to forget that one. Yeah, as I say, one in the Aurora behind the fire, behind a fire. I don't think it is one that's in the Aurora. It's the... which one is it? Arms or something? Okay, if you say so. I thought it was the... where the hell was it? Public documents. The arms pamphlet, and I thought the other one of those was in the red grass wreck? Or something like that. I don't know. Either way, you always have the other one by the time you come here, so it doesn't really do anything. No other duplicate PDA? You think it might be useful? I don't think it is, but if you say so. I always collect it anyway, because it's there. It's just like I always collect the consoles that have the stuff about the prawn and gibberish, like the corrupted prawn consoles. They're fun, even though they don't actually do anything. I do a lot of things that aren't purely optimal, because they're fun. Don't have to run through the fire, which means not losing much health. Does that matter? I wouldn't have thought that matters. Got all them. I mean, you usually have medkits, so it's not something that really makes a difference. Blood Cup Trench, that's right. Oh, farthest Grand Reef Wreck. We'll do that first. As you retain sprint, not have to take medkits. Wow. Saving a second. Wow. You came to the wrong place for discussion about purely min-maxing optimal strats. I'm sorry. I really don't give a shit. Certainly not in long runs like that. That is not my speed. Creative, sure, to an extent, because they're short runs anyway, so of course you have to save as many seconds as possible. The big runs, Nah. I do not have the same attitude. We're just going to get lost here for a while, aren't I? I do need to scan a sea treader though, to be fair. Lost one run of the Aurora because not enough health? But you don't even go to the Aurora... do you not build the radiation suit or something? I haven't actually watched any of your recent runs, so I don't know. Whether you just don't bother making the radiation suit. Because otherwise I fail to see how you'd not have enough health. Unless you've made some very bad decisions well before that point. But I guess since that's the only thing you need the radiation suit for, you could save a little bit of time by not crafting one. Except for all of the medkits that you then need, so that doesn't seem like it's a save at all. It seems like that's then a waste of time. So, I don't know. But I can't think of any other reason why you'd run out of health in the Aurora. Bleeders, I guess, is the only other problem. Because bleeders are a bit annoying. Doink. Grappling arm. Do I not have the grappling arm yet? Huh. Guess dice when it comes to fire. Bleeders after Aurora Core. I mean, just don't get bitten. Seriously, dude. Just don't get bit. Super simple. I think I've got all the other data boxes already, so I don't think they're appearing. Because there's normally a couple more around in the trench, I think, but I'm not there, so I think I've got them. Blood Kelp Trench Wreck now, I guess. So I guess we'll kind of head towards Lifepod 2 for that. That's hard though. Is it though? Is it really? I don't think it is. Oh yeah, treaders, that's right. Because I'm probably not going to come back over here. Oh hey, poop. I feel you should scan the poop. It bothers me that you can't scan the poop. Or that picking it up doesn't do anything. You know, they put it in the game specifically that these things are the only things that create poop. But it doesn't do anything. You can't scan it. Picking it up doesn't give you some secret blueprint. What's the point? So many wasted opportunities. Imagine I found out that you could scan it and Rubik suddenly had to run 100% again. That would be hilarious. And now it's nighttime. Gross. So I wanted some blood oil, and I may as well go to the wreck that's over in the Blood Kelp Trench while I'm there. And then I'll head back to base, I'll make the swim charge fins, and then I'll probably call time on stream. Because it's now getting to early afternoon, and I need some lunch. Got hit by a wave of fatigue, heading to bed, see you later, please beat your times? What times? There's very few of your times that I'm likely to beat. So I'm not quite sure what you're meaning. All of them, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not young with very few responsibilities. I don't have grind time, so that's just not going to happen. Oh, it was actually this that that had the scan icon? Not the blood oil bit? Okay, now I'm confused. Why are you not wanting to scan? How weird. You didn't scan alien poo, yeah. That would be fun. Doink. I guess I'll grab a couple more of these as well actually, because I'll want to make a few polyaniline. So I should grab some more of these too. There we go. And there's a PDA in the top. Up here, I believe. Bong! I think I've got all the chairs. Did I complete that? It would seem not. That would be why they're still here then. Cool. I can now do nuclear, grappling arm, we'll get that. Cool beans. Does this door open? No. Boo. Anything else in here? No, just more of the same. Boring. Up. Funky music though. Do like this music. Well, I think I've got all I came for. I need to get some more salt, but do I actually have space for more? Yeah, I do. Okay, I'll grab some more on the way up. Or from the red plateau or something on the way back to base. Literally and figuratively, indeed. One. And I thought I saw more with the Seamoth lights. That's quartz, not salt. That's quartz, not salt. It must have been the big deposit that I saw. Oh no, here's another one. Two, and yeah, there is a big deposit, but I want another small one. Never mind, back in, keep going. Already down on power again. This is actually chowed through quite a lot. I'm sure the last power cell lasted a lot longer. Hi terrain. You okay? Grab another one. And let's just grab some more as well. Let's just fill up basically. Okay, back to base. Make some fins. I'm assuming mobile Twitch is cursing you again, because that sentence doesn't make sense. One of the best tracts in the guy shouldn't have made the solar charger to put in it. Huh? What? There is a solar thing for the Seamoth, yeah. But I've been taking it quite deep anyway, so it wouldn't make a difference. Ah, new patch lag. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. I need some quartz, that's right. Benzene. 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 Polyaniline. What else was there that I wanted to do? Let's grab those out. I'll make another one as well. I'm sure that I'll use it. And then the other salt can go in there for some more water later, which I do need now. And more ion cubes. I needed 2 batteries, didn't I? Well, these ones are almost empty. Perfect. And take my fins off. What else did I need? 2 lithium. Right. Wrong one. This one. 2 lithium. Yay! One of the best songs in the game, and should have made the solar charger to put in the Seamoth. Yeah, but I didn't. I was intending to make the moon pool and the upgrade console at the geyser base, you may remember, but then the Sunbeam timer triggered, so I left it to do all of that. Because otherwise, yes, that is what I was kind of preparing for, but then ended up on a timer. I do have 2 titanium ingots though. I do have a spare advanced wiring kit, though that was probably for something else, but I can't remember what it was for now. And then I just need some lubricant and some lead, I think. And then I can make a moon pool. I've no idea what the upgrade console needs though. Not as much, okay. I can just make a moon pool on this base instead of going to the geyser. And rubber, which I don't have any spare of, so I guess I go get some rubber. Some creepvine seeds. But now my Sea Glide can charge up instead of draining as I go along. As long as I don't have the light on. The light makes it kind of static, I think. Grab a few of these. That's probably as many as I can grab. Back we go. Now, if only I could plant something in a grow bed that would allow me to grow copper. But now I can steadily charge all of my batteries, so that's good. So put one in there, a couple of those in there. Cool, so that's that. So I can attach it to this base now instead of the other base, I guess. Because I keep coming back here anyway. The other base was a fun idea to have thermal plants. I never did actually. Oh, that's what that advanced wiring kit was for. It was for the thermal plant, but I never actually made one. So, which wall do I want this attached to? Will that attach? Is that... Oh no, that's not in the right place. I'm trying to remember which way things were set up inside, but I think that's fine now. It's annoying that it doesn't indicate the connection until it's finished. Can't believe that timer is still going, I know, right? It's a little bit ridiculous at this point. Oh, we're now flooding. Okay, let's not do that. We can make a bulkhead now, actually. Can't we? Yeah. Ooh, Jesus Christ, that needs a lot of things. Okay. Or reinforcements, actually. They'll be quicker. Reinforcements. 5 diamonds instead of lithium. And some titanium. Titanium. Well, all these diamonds are going to come in handy. Anywhere that I should put one in particular? I guess it makes sense to put them on the angled walls in here. I could put them on some more downstairs as well, actually. Why is the Sunbeam timer negative? Because the game is bugged. We did everything we were supposed to. We went to the beach at the right time. The gun was disarmed. They gave us the radio message that they couldn't come. And the timer is still going. So that's something to ask the devs. They did at least fix it, that it doesn't just get shot down anyway, but they also didn't fix it in the right way. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey Desroth, welcome back. Hope you had a good stream. Third model of this mod. Jesus Christ, that needs a lot of materials. I think that's probably the first and foremost. That is definitely the tagline of all of these episodes. I mean, we haven't even seen what the upgrades need for, like, the solar charger and the defense system and stuff. I'm gonna guess that it's more than normal. I thought I saw another limestone. Subnautica is the best game. It is. It has its bugs every now and then, though. Let's do that. More copper. I need a lot of copper. But just imagining that meme with like the fortune teller and they're like reading Riley's future. It's like, I see you alone on a planet with some copper. God, that's a lot of copper. Got some attempts, nothing really good. Such is life, unfortunately. Yeah. That is the one thing that's kind of stopped me going back in and grinding categories again, it must be said, because times get to the point that it's always going to be a grind, and then you're going to end up feeling more disappointed than good most of the time, and I don't really have enough time to spend on feeling disappointed, so... At least the creative ones that I was doing yesterday afternoon are quick, and it's just something relaxing as opposed to something that requires a lot of mental effort. It's all just physical. It's just execution. I haven't actually been into these sandstone caves yet. Huh. I don't actually need sandstone at the moment. Though, come to think of it, I'll probably need some silver, so maybe we should break some of these. I'm focusing more on the copper than I need, but I will need silver. Some there, and some there. Good silver. Nice. There's more of that, more of that, more of that. How much copper is that now? 5? I need 6 at least, I think. Actually, no, it's not an advanced wiring kit. It's just computer chip and wiring kit. So I only need 4, but I may as well grab more than what I need, because I'll need it eventually. We can now charge our base at least, charge our Seamoth rather, from our base. I should have parked the Seamoth in the moon pool before I left. That was silly of me, because it could have been charging this whole time. Kind of says with 4934 didn't start doing duping glitch lit. Yeah, should try to get good runs with it and adapt the run. Yeah, it gets to a certain point, yeah, because changing strats, obviously, you then kind of gain an artificial time gain. It helps you feel better because you might be going faster, but you're going faster because of a different glitch as opposed to being better or getting more lucky. But ultimately, it comes to a point that you're going to have to integrate it anyway, so you may as well start.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Lag. So we'll make a couple of copper wire. We can now make the wiring kit that we'll need. We need the creepvine sample. We've got the table coral somewhere here. And while I'm thinking of it, while it's still daytime, let's park the Seamoth and get it charging up.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So we can park it without needing an upgrade console. When you know what that means we can now choose a color somewhere. Oh no, that's what you need the console for. Boo, getting excited prematurely. Creepvine sample. Let's go grab one of them. Okay, let's get this computer chip made. Saved a lot of time, just stopped getting metal, but I kind of lost time. Yeah, it saves a bit of time, but it's not like a silver bullet. It's like, oh, I need another copper wire now, of course. And some glass. Do I have enough quartz for a glass? I'm not sure I do, actually. Any in any of these? No, seems not. Need one more quartz. And I need some more metal as well. No, I've got metal in this locker. I keep forgetting which locker things are in. Let's put that in there as well. I don't need those anymore. Drink that. Let's do that. Really wish I could make nutrient blocks. Torre. There's nothing wrong with getting excited prematurely. The excitement is still being sustained. Looking for quartz. I'll grab a few so I can just have a few back at base as well. Basically, anytime you go out, you just want to fill up on some sort of materials because you're going to need them eventually. Maybe some salt, maybe some more metal. A couple more salt so I can make some more water at some point. And now quartz. Let's just comb the red grasses for quartz. I'm not quite sure why there's so much just random quartz scattered around this biome, but at least it stands out. Yeah, at some point I'd like to revisit any percent because my current PB has a big mistake at the end where I forgot to grab a lubricant out of my locker, so I wasted like a minute or something. So it would be nice to revisit that, but at the same time, the circumstances that led to that run being good in the first place is what's hard to revisit. And really don't feel like grinding much. Let's grab some more metal while I'm at it. Still got 4 slots. We'll just comb this area, some more limestone. I think we've picked most things clean now around here. Anything close to my base is going to be pretty empty by now. Now also, this is going to be starting to drain power now because of the sea moth, so I might undock the sea moth soon. Let's pop the quartz in here. That's far too much quartz just to pop in here. Maybe we'll make a couple of glass as well. I can make some upstairs as well if I run out of power in here, to be fair. Time to undock the sea moth. Because it's just wasting power now.
All systems online.
It's up to 76% again. So can I make this yet? Yes, I can. Good. But now I can't do anything with it because the sea moth isn't parked anymore. But oh well. The thought was there. We can see what other things require, like the solar module and stuff. Seamoth module, solar charger, enameled glass, 5 lithium, polyaniline, advanced wiring kit. I think I have all of that actually. Perimeter defense system, lots of stuff. Sonar, lots of stuff. They are the main things. Common modules, I kind of don't care about common modules much. Engine efficiency isn't that useful when you can charge it well, so getting the solar charger is more important most times. And then it'll, you know, the power will last the whole time that you're underwater or underground. So I've got a spare polyaniline somewhere. And spare advanced wiring kit just randomly chilling in there. 5 lithium, I've got a bunch of that. Gotta remember I've got 2 spare rubber in there as well. I've got some enameled glass, there's polyaniline. So was that everything? Because then I can just swap that into my thing now. Why does it think that I can make everything? It's not grayed out or anything. Is it normally like this with this? Did I leave something in my fabricator? Ah, I did. That will be why. Let's put the salt in here. Put the copper in here. Put the lead where it belongs. And make, there we go, that's better. Too much gold. It won't be too much. It will not be enough, I can guarantee it. Hey, solar charging. Does it actually look any different? I don't think it actually changes the appearance at all, does it? If I take this off? No. That's a bit, yeah, a bit meh. It would be nice if they made it so there was some sort of cosmetic difference. Dump that in there. I have way too much titanium again. Anyway, is there anything else I wanted to achieve right now? Probably not. Ah, you know what I haven't actually looked at yet? It won't matter because I can't build it here. But you know what I do have? I don't have the Cyclops yet because I need engine. I do have the prawn suit though. 2 plasteel, 2 aerogel, 2 enamel glass, 4 diamonds, 8 lead, a computer chip and advanced wiring kit, 5 lubricant and 2 power cells. I'd hate to think what the Cyclops is going to be. Neptune. 8 plasteel ingots, an advanced wiring kit, and 12 air bladders. Well, I guess I'm scavenging some bladderfish. I wonder if I should start making a separate locker where I just start putting rocket materials. That might be a good idea, to be honest. What does an air bladder even need? And also, is this charging yet? Good. Good. It actually charges up fairly quickly in the sunlight, doesn't it? Nice. 8. Yep, well, it's a big platform. I mean, the original game has the entire Neptune platform needing 2 ingots. That's the same ingots that a moon pool requires, but for the entire platform. And it has 0 flotation device whatsoever, and it has 4 lead for crying out loud instead of flotation devices. So I can kind of see where it's gone with that. It does make a lot of sense. Do I have enough just to make a ingot? I don't think so, do I? Because I need 20. Yeah, I don't quite have enough. Well, I guess I'll just throw things back in then for now. So what do air bladders require? Silicon rubber and 2 bladderfish each. Sorry, bladderfish population, you're about to get depleted. Need to go through the Arctic of the planet to get the resources. Not quite. How many was it? Oh, I can check the blueprints. I don't need to go back to the actual thing. It was 12. So that's 24 bladderfish and 12 rubber. I have 2 rubber. Well, that's a problem for another time. We're gonna call stream now, because it's well past lunchtime. I'll just dump the metal in there for now, why not? I can actually take that power cell out and put it in here to charge up now. Not that it matters, because I'll probably use it for something else, but Let's turn the lights off. Why do the lights always come on? Honestly. Oh, you know what we'll finish on? We'll finish on parking this in here and giving it a colour and a name. Anyone got ideas for names for the Seamoth? Console, base colour. What sort of colour do we want? Oh, nice fuchsia. There we go. The name can be a sort of dark purple. Interior could be a nice orange. And the stripe could be a nice bright green, lime green. Oh, it comes out quite dark. That's not bright. It's not bright at all. Well, that's rude. Oh, we'll go with a nice blue then, I guess. Bad at names because you keep naming them after food. Maybe you should not be hungry all the time. What do we want our Seamoth being then? I don't think I even bothered naming it in my casual playthrough, but I'm willing to accept submissions. How long can the name be? Can we be Mothy McMothface? Ah, doesn't fit. McMothface? No, one too short. Dinkleberry. Brilliant. It looks like some sort of dingleberry. There. Whoops, we accidentally clicked on that. Blue. There we go. Yay. I do wish that the stripe was brighter. It's a bit disappointing. But otherwise, very nice. Dingleberry docked. Lol. Oh, lava lizard's hatched. I should get rid of him. Actually, to be honest, I can get rid of the cuttlefish to the same place as the other two. Also, I can scan the lava lizard. That's a good point. It's much easier than trying to do it in the lava zone. There's too many fish in here. Cuttlefish, cuttlefish, you're coming with me. How about Seamoth? That's what mine is named. Yeah, I mean, that's what I usually go with. I don't usually bother naming them. Which up is Tub's new video today? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's another kind of sciencey one, isn't it? Now, is the other cuttlefish actually still over here, or is it been scared away somewhere? Because I left it over here somewhere, and I haven't seen it for a while. Did it get stuck underground or something? It honestly wouldn't surprise me if it got stuck underground. Oh, we'll release the others here anyway. Drop. Stay here. Drop. No, don't come here. I wanted to tell the other one to stay here. So that's the one that says to follow. Stop follow. No, that was the wrong one again. Stop follow. And stop follow. There we go. Got there in the end. 3 enamel glass and 4 titanium for a observatory, which I suddenly want to build. Maybe, because you can't die. They can eventually, I think. They just have more health than a Leviathan. They have like 10,000 health. Can't stream today? Oh, is anyone else streaming? Tori, are you going to be streaming? Because I'll be finishing soon. My stomach just growled. Sweet. We now have a scenic bit.
Unless constructed with a specific research
Whip.
target, observatories and other glass
There we go.
modules are imprisoned for
Very
certain
nice.
purposes.
Just build a bench or something to sit down in there. I've got all the spare titanium to use. I say spare, I'm gonna need it, but I don't need it right now, so probably not. Might be much later. Okay, no, that's cool. I'll see if anyone else is streaming. If not, we will just leave it there. So we can make a couple of chairs and we can make a bench. We could make a chair and a table. Or a bench on the table. Or desk. Desk, swivel chair, bench. There we go. Lovely. No raid for you today, though. Sadly not. It bothers me that the split is in the middle instead of being there and there. You could have had 3 panels this size, because you got half panel, big, big. They could have had big, 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 and had there and there instead of a split right in the middle. What is this? Come on, people. Triple monitor setup. 1, 1, 1. Simple. It's not rocket science. Anyway, if they made the Markiplier doll really hard to make, I've already made it. It's exactly the same. But yes, that would have been funny. It is here. There you go. That's what he thinks about that. But yes, it should have required like an ion power cell and a plasteel ingot. Anyway, save game. I wonder when I reload whether or not the Sunbeam timer will be gone. Or if there's something I can do with the actually, I'm going to just quickly check console commands now that I've saved so I can't fuck anything up accidentally. I'm going to check the console commands and see what there is about the Sunbeam thing. Play Sunbeam FX plays the second part shooting down the platform event. Or there's the precursor gun aim. There's also countdown start. Is there countdown stop? Maybe we can find out. So if we do this and go Sunbeam countdown stop. No, sadly not. What was the other one? Play Sunbeam FX. No, it's just going to kick something off way over there that I'm not going to see. Maybe if we do start again, it'll reset it or something? No, sadly not. Nope, seems there's no way to stop it. Just complete the game before they come. I mean, that's what I tried to do. Well, I cured myself and disarmed it and everything. It's just the timer's still there. So I don't know whether or not that's going to go away when I load back in, or what. Honestly, it's my fault for repairing the radio at all, but whatever. Or trying to be there at the right time. Maybe if I wasn't there at the right time, it wouldn't have been a problem, but I don't know. I mean, we can quit now and we can load back in. If you trigger the Sunbeam to shoot, will it go? That's what I just tried to do. The Sunbeam gun effects or whatever. Play Sunbeam effects, that's what I tried to do. I don't know if being there to witness it matters, but let's try loading back into it and see whether or not it makes any difference. I'm gonna guess no. I'll probably still have a massive timer. That's fun. We'll just keep going with a massive timer on the screen. Google read up on it. Oh, probably will as well. Oh, the clove start. Cool. That gives us a target. I knew messing around was going to be worth it. Yeah, it's still there. Okay. Let's go raid Clove.